Oh, this is 50.
Wow.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
My man Titus.
Heineken. What up, boy?
Nigga, your chi is strong, man. You look like you do 1,000 push-ups.
Shit, I wish. I've got about 20 in me right now, though.
Oh, you've been seeing the push-up challenges,
Yeah,
man.
I've been getting it in, you know.
Titus, how you feeling, man?
Bigger than life, you know. I'm out here in the Big Apple, New York. Thisis50. What more can I ask for, you know?
What brings you to the Big Apple for this press run on your music journey, man? Why is it so important to come out here?
I mean, it's New York. It's the pinnacle of hip-hop.
Yeah.
Come on. You know, so at the end of the day, just to keep it solid, my man Smith, BDM, you know,
All day.
Connecting the dots got me out here. You know, we talk frequently. We've been in touch for a minute, and this is where I'm supposed to be at, so that's why I'm out here.
Where are you from for the people who are unaware?
So, I mean, we say Oakland all the time, but to be specific, I'm from West Oakland, Dogtown, California.
Why is it important to make that distinction?
Well, because, I mean, it's just like if I was to say I was from New York, okay, like, where you from in New York? You know what I'm saying?
I apologize.
From Manhattan, or you from Queens, you from Brooklyn, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So I make that distinctive. So, because a lot of people, they hear you from Oakland, and then they like, okay, you from Oakland, but it's a difference between Oakland, East Oakland, West Oakland, Acorn, 6ix9ine, all. It's just a different area, you know?
I feel like the Bay Area is primed for the next 5 years to influence rap on a whole different level.
Definitely.
Like just the lingo, I feel like the way y'all package yourselves, the ideology is gonna connect soon to the point where how Atlanta hit, I feel like Oakland's that right there.
To be honest with you, I see it as that too. And I'm just gonna speak for me in general. I feel that I can be one of many that can be able to give the perception to where we are viewed in that way.
Well, what is it about your music that's gonna lead the people to say, yo, we need to pay attention to the Bay?
My method of approach when I do music in general is just, I'm always big on content.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, of course, you know, people like to hear a beat nowadays, and it's been that way for a minute, but I'm big on content and then creating a vibe that everybody can feel across the board. So there's no age barriers or nothing like that. Don't get me wrong, I got my times where I got music where you want to go to the club and all that.
Of course.
But I'm going to create a vibe that your grandmama or your mama could feel, or your children could feel, or your brother going to feel. There's no boundaries to it, you know what I'm saying?
What's that West Oakland vibe like for a dude who's from Brooklyn like me, ain't never really touched the Bay the right way? All they know is Golden State Warriors,
Right.
which is the other side of the bridge. The A's and and the Raiders, who's leaving.
Right. I mean, West Oakland, I mean, if you want to...
Where would I go to get some good food, man?
You'll go to Cheso.
Okay, what's so...
Cheso is a soul food place.
We need that.
Which is a great place for you to go and indulge in some yams, some greens, some macaroni, some fried lobster tails.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking the lingo.
But yeah, we got a lot of places out there where you can go and get some good food at. But for West Oakland in general, if I was to speak on West Oakland, if you ever seen the movie The Mac?
Nah, I've seen it, but I never digested it.
But you know of it though, right?
Of course.
So, I mean, that's West Oakland right there. When you got the scene where they sitting at the table playing chess in the neighborhood, that's actually in Dogtown. Where they playing chess at. And that whole culture of Oakland, it's a lot of pimps out there, of course, you know. But you're going to get a dose of that when you're out there, and some other stuff too.
That pimp culture, how did it influence your music? Because that's so ingrained in the city.
Right. Well, even the culture, because I grew up under a well-known pimp in West Oakland, which is my uncle, Donald Jiggs Titus. So he's well-known in Oakland for pimping. And actually, if anybody is in Oakland that lives that type of lifestyle, they was influenced by him. So I grew up under it, but me, I dibble and dabble in it, but not necessarily my thing, you know what I'm saying?
After what happened to DeMarcus Cousins, man, I don't know who's going to be able to pimp right now. Man.
But to stay on course, you'll get doses of. I got a player type of vibe, and when I say player just don't mean that somebody that got multiple women. It's just if you got the finesse, you got the charisma, And of course you
aura.
gravitate that towards you from the aura and everything too. But you'll catch that in my music.
How did you transcend that from living a life to putting it in your music for people to be like, this guy Titus is different?
I just think about real life situations, the element I like to be in, the environment I like to be in, and try to create a picture that's relatable to people. And most of the time it's just what coming across as having a good night, vibing, chilling with my partners, chilling with some females, not even if I'm necessarily talking to them. We just in that element, you know?
What's a moment that happened to you in real life that translated to a song that connected to the people? For a person that says, yo, I need to press play on this Titus track, what's that?
So I got a song called Crazy. It's actually my shirt mixtape coming soon. It's called Crazy, and it's just a song in general. If you listen to the title, it's just based off of just looking at the world. It's not so much on some, like I'm preaching to the world, but it's just from an expressive point of me dealing with life in general and everything that's going on, but also keeping my eyes focused on what matter and being positive about the situation no matter the outcome. You know what I'm saying?
What other artists from your area, whether it be past, present, future, that influence you, that you're looking to work with, that you need to combine with to get, you know, your town on a different stratosphere?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. When we talk about other artists, I got a long list of artists that I'm gonna work with and that I would like to work with from a rapper's point of view. But somebody that I really want to work with is Raphael Sadiq, and that's because that's the type of level that I want to take my music to, is dealing with, not necessarily that nobody else could put me on that level, but I just been around them for so long. When I was younger, I used to watch their car at the detail shop, and I always been inspired by them. Just what they've done for the industry and the history that they have with music and the sound that they've created. It goes well with what I do. So
that's an interesting dynamic. And
right.
With the player culture too, and what your family is, that could be a supersonic track. Right?
It's going whatever he get on, it's gonna be platinum. So
of course.
he gonna bless the whole element of the track, and then it'll just be easy for me to come with some verses.
This project coming out, talk about it.
So yeah, it's just an EP, a quick EP that I'm putting out while I'm continue to work on my creativeness. To be honest, I've been out the music game for a minute as far as actually working on being an artist, and I took some time out to say, you know what, I'm gonna get back into my craft, because I don't know if you remember, some time ago Cha-Ching was here.
I remember.
So that was my guy. Shout out to Cha-Ching, one of the dopest lyricists that I know, as a matter of fact, which is my boy too. I kind of stepped back and I started focusing on my craft and what I want to do. So right now I'm gonna give you guys a quick EP while I continue to work on just making music and creating until I actually do drop a full album.
What would you like people to understand about Titus?
That I'm just a real individual, that I do music, but I'm also a person outside of the music. I work, you know what I'm saying? I work. I do. I'm not a baller. I'm not trying to portray a particular image through my music. I just want to give you some good content about my life, and also something that you can vibe to and relate to in life.
As a working dude, as you're catapulting up, is there any women that you have on your hit list that you want to, like, you know, add to the
I mean, if we was to talk about fantasy, that's a never-ending list that anybody go have.
Give me a solid
but
10.
I got a woman at home. I'm just keeping solid with you.
You got we'll erase that off the footage.
Well, you can keep that lit. Keep that lit. She already know what it is. I represent my woman wherever I go at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Ain't nothing to hide.
You got any bars for us that you would like to display?
I'm gonna have y'all go check out the single.
Okay.
And y'all definitely, because you know, at the end of the day, that's gonna be good for us in trade, you know.
Man, Titus live on Thisis50, man. Make sure you get the EP. What's the name of it? Yes, sir.
So the name of the EP is Protege.
Protege. That's interesting.
It is. Okay, so just to give a little detail on why I chose Protege, because like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't focused on my craft or even doing music. And when I came back into actually getting into the groove of doing music again, it wasn't the same as when I left it. So I had to kind of let life be a teacher for me to get back to where I'm at right now.
So you needed life to refocus you as
right, and I need to be a student of life to understand what I'm doing right now, where I'm trying to go. So I kind of, that's where the inspiration was to give it the title Protege, because I'm a protege of life, man, right now, and I'm just taking it as it comes.
My man Titus, make sure you get that Protege coming out real soon. Press play on that.
You feel me?